I was continuing on something, so I'm trying to keep it going. This is Wate. You are tuned into Bark TV, Words of Wisdom. Um, but I was explaining in a video recording, and I decided to go on video and explain it more in depth. Life itself is a racetrack. Me personally, I've been blessed to have the gift of seeing things, a lot of things before they even like come. But I can never see like the cracks and the details of how that thing will play out. I can just see the beginning of it and the ending process, and then like three or four. Some got two different ways of how their life can play out, and a lot of people, and it's crazy because it's like it's optional always. It's always optional, and the gears can switch at any moment on how their path can switch up. But there's times in life you hit like these checkpoints, right? And these checkpoints are like what I was saying. It's like laps in life, like right. So this is like when you're going through a decision making time, and it always is so obvious that you're about to go through one. You're like, damn, I'm about to literally go through one like right now, right? So you be like, dog, I'm about to really be going through a fucking change right now. You know what I'm saying? So, and you don't know how this gonna play out. Excuse me if I sound sick. My voice, my throat is something happening, but I will that away. I always will that away. Will anything negative away. I say if listen, if you have the gift of controlling your temper, you have a very mighty gift, and I swear many people can learn and see you. Would love to see that and be like, damn, he has no real like anger, but it's not. But it's nothing wrong. It's at the same time not trying to stay back on it. But at the same time, it's a good thing about having good anger. I didn't heard a lot of things called righteous anger, but this is my understanding of that, and you can agree or disagree to this if you please, but or just tell me some, give me an insight because I'm always willing to hear. Um, if damn, what did I just say? Shit, I be going. Oh, if somebody can, if somebody who can control their anger, if you can do that, you can teach everybody that by example, bro. Now, I'm talking like situations pop off every day, right? And little shit can get you irked, but you feel that strength, that which is to some people that have this power, it come off as a sign of weakness. You be like, well, I'm gonna look like a bitch ass nigga if I don't do nothing, or I'm gonna look like a punk, period, like, or soft. But 300ly, you the strongest one, bro. You ain't blind, emotions make a person blind too. But there's also good thing. Emotions are five great things about. There's so many things about emotion. I go on that topic forever, but we ain't gonna go all the way there. We're gonna touch on this one. Emotion is the most powerful thing next to like something you have that you can wield it like a fucking sword. That bitch can go right or left. But the thing about these swords that you swing is that it go right or left, and they can and not knowing what you cut, and you can fuck up and cut some shit, and it can do some damage. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Everybody losing every now and then. That's why it's like a workout. You feel me? Everybody have a different way of getting to that. It starts off with the heat in their stomach and it comes up through the throat. From what I'm reading and understanding with my cousins, which are my more brothers and sisters too, and everyone on earth, I love everyone. 13 love everyone that is out here trying, okay, and trying to be something and grow in some way that is great. I just think that everybody is so powerful. I say a lot to people. I say everyone is a diamond. They all like everyone is a diamond in their own way. Like to me, everybody's like their own diamond in their own way. You feel me? And you got people out here who are like who are like um, who are like straight jewels, and they spirit though is, you feel me, like they character, their energy. A lot of people give me credit for having the most positive and burst of energy. I can bring energy in a room and change the mood, and unsubconsciously I do that, and I don't even know it, but it happens all the time. You know, a lot of gifts that we have go unnoticed. But I think we go wrong when we try to notice, get someone to notice them as well. But it's almost like we need it. We sit there and say no, we don't need it, but you would rather have it. Like something that I was talking over with my tribe is that credit is important. Um, Giving credit sometimes come off to people like like I ain't gonna give you credit because I got the power to say I don't have to give you credit. It's not how it plays out. It's just not. And world peace is a thing that can be reached. It's just that it takes everybody to not be prideful and treat everyone equal. It's just that people are not treating no one equal because no one know how to treat themselves equal. They don't care for themselves enough to care for you. Or something happened in their life that was real tragic. I had a couple things happen in my life that supposedly would be called tragic, but the way that I handle them is different. Not saying that the way that I handle them is the rightest way ever, because that's me, that ain't you. But however you work, just know that the way that you do it and do it in a way that don't need to hurt no one else, like that, you'll be good. You feel me? Like, just don't kill nobody, hurt nobody else. You'll be good. Like, literally, don't hurt or kill nobody else. That's it. Okay? That's the first one. Don't hurt or kill no one. Okay? Be open-minded if engaging people. Don't judge a book by its cover. Because someone can fuck up a cover of someone just by what they hear. And by the time they see that person, they have a whole assumption of how they are in their relationship network, because they never, it ain't introduced with, what I'm saying, it fucks their character up. It's like their first impression. It gets pretty distorted or fucked up about it. It shouldn't be, but people do that. They just be like, yo, nah, I believe this nigga, this nigga fucked up some shit. Like, dog, if you ain't hearing from the horse's mouth, don't waste your time. Don't clarify something thought you heard tonight. That's it. Like, even if it's somebody that you trust, you're like, oh, they wouldn't fucking, bro. Rule number 4, like, don't trust nobody. It literally meaning, like, doesn't mean you cannot go trust them. That doesn't mean like you can't go build up something and then trust them. Because it's just a way of word. It's a word play. If the word trust wasn't there, it wouldn't be so hard. The same thing that everybody put a title on is such the most obvious thing ever. Okay? It's putting your weak side, everything aside, your softest side, into them. You have to kill your pride, which is hard to do. Which is something that I'm currently struggling and learning how to deal with every day. You gotta learn how to kill your pride, because with that pride, honestly, you ain't proving nobody wrong, bro. You know what I'm saying? You taking L's the whole way through, all the way. And I was told that by a very wise man. Like, I didn't have a lot of cool ass wise people come through my life. You know what I'm saying? And all it did is made me. If anybody else that had that, all it did is I heeded to some of it. And the shit, when something play out, you feel it. It happens, and the proof is in the motherfucking pudding. Like, nigga, you go do it. You feel me? You don't need to take nobody's word for anything, bro. I always say, bro, go see for yourself. Period. I remember one time, I used to hate pot. I used to just be like, yo, fuck pot, I was very religious. I was a Christian. I was very religious. No disrespect to Christians, y'all do y'all thing. No shots to nobody. I don't know what you try to say about, I'm just saying I was that. Maybe I wasn't a good one. Maybe I was bad at my job. That too. That could be a question too. But I was underneath temptation, and then I always wanted to smoke. Like, I seen everybody smoking. But what's wrong? I want to smoke. You know what I'm saying? Why can't I smoke? You know what I'm saying? I was going off so many different views, and I didn't know nothing about it at all. But I just had different cues about what I didn't heard. Maybe some of the stuff was right, but then again, it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And that was right there, like, wow. You see, that's how quick it can affect, though. Just having your opinion on something. But if you go check it out for yourself, you can't judge. I don't think that you should judge anybody unless you doing it. Don't talk about it. Like, even if it is fucked up, let's say that this shit is fucked and they doing some fucked up shit. Don't judge them unless you're going to help them, and ask them. Get permission first too. Don't ever just help. Get permission. Unless you want to put yourself in that situation. And if you are in that situation, you got to see that shit through. You can't be a person who gets into a situation and then dip because it comes too much. You should. That's the price. Don't be just throwing your money out and not like that, not knowing what you might, what you cashing out. Like, don't be just, what the fuck? Like, I use a lot of, by the way, excuse me, I use a lot of uh, slang in my speaking. I can always go over it and tell you what the definition of what I said mean. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm more of a up north Detroit person. You know what I'm saying? That's where I was raised. And even that itself is a whole nother story. But even where I was raised is great, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Detroit. It was the most greatest and craziest, in most places I learned the most craziest shit. Mom's bounced everywhere. She was everywhere. I had an interesting family. And my family is just a regular family like anybody else's family. Through my eyes, it was a regular family. You could say however, comments is a comment, opinion is opinion. Who gives it value, who gives it power is the weakest. You feel what I'm saying? So that's another thing about that. You should let no one cut into your skin, bro, because that's giving that word power. I told a C-star of mine that if somebody called you a bitch, how would that make you feel? I mean, I don't care if they say you was a fucking bitch, you dumb bitch. How would that make you feel? Do it stains your character? Do it like there? Do you get mad at what they said? You think so? Why are you getting mad? You gotta think about that. Like, fuck that word. Somebody called me a bitch. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna affect it. Do that mean I'm a bitch ass nigga because I ain't gonna say nothing back? No, because he ain't doing nothing. He ain't do nothing. They could talk all day, but till action happens, there's no reason to really even get mad. People gonna talk. Like, that's their mouthpiece. That's the one thing that you have that no one can control. Your mouth. That motherfucker is involuntary. That bitch hit out at mouth is linked to a lot of different chains, which shoot out a lot of different balls of flame, which hit a lot of different targets. Not trained well, and we all lack in our sword play. Okay, even people who think they got perfect word out of cute, basically good word play or whatever, think that they are more educated in speaking. But even knowing that the language you learn and that you are learning is bullshit. So the atom to your shit is the most bullshit. The whole foundation of the shit. Since you just decided to lack your research, that doesn't make you any better than nobody else. Not saying that you are less. You got good skill to take words and say them right and clear. The only problem comes in if that person also decides to think that they're just better. Pride. That goes right back to pride. Nothing. Everybody have pride. I'm not saying pride in the biblical, but just a biblical standpoint. But yeah, biblical standpoint too. Pride is it's bullshit, bro. Pride, bro. It's the number one shit. And if you could think about it, it is, bro. If you had a humble relationship, you will be fine. A humble one, though. A real fucking humble one. Huh?
Oatmeal mask?
What?
Do you want to do an oatmeal and honey mask?
On my face?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I thought I'm done shooting this video.
Okay, I'm gonna get in the shower and wash mine off.
Oh, you got it on your face now?
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. Alright, 13 love. Peace, yo. Peace, Bart.